What's up, everyone? In this video, I want to correctly. What's up, everyone? In this video, I want to show you how to correctly find the average review count for a product keyword on Helium 10, and also why you probably can't see it or find it correctly. I'm also going to show you in two places on Helium 10 where you will not find the average review count, but how you can get an idea of what the review count is and also how competitive it is. All right. So I'm going to go through those two things. Before we get started, my name is Mark McKellar, six-figure Amazon seller, owner of the Amazon FBA Accelerator. Please take 2 seconds, like this video, but more importantly, subscribe, and I will continue to produce free content about Amazon FBA as long as you subscribe to this channel. So please do that right now. All right, so before we get into this, let me explain review count just real briefly, and also the three other things we want to look for when we're trying to find potential products. One, keyword research volume, keyword volume in general, right? How many times a keyword is being searched for on Amazon every month? That is just another way of saying how much demand is there for this product, all right? And we want to find a demand over at least a thousand times a month. So that means that the customer is typing in that keyword 1,000 times a month. So for example, bold cozy is being searched for 2,500 times a month. Right, so that's enough demand. Now, how competitive is it for us to launch a product on that keyword and be able to rank to the top of page one? It says that the average review count is 1875. That's a lot. That's a lot. That means that on average, the products on the top of page one are averaging that much. That means that you'd have to get around that many reviews to stick with those guides on the top of on products 1 through 10 and be able to last. And that's really hard to do. So you don't want to enter products that are too competitive. And how you can know if it's too competitive is by average review count. Average revenue is really just another way of saying, hey, if I can get to the top of page one, products 1 through 5 or 1 through 10 for these keywords, I can expect to do eventually around these numbers. And it is absolutely possible for you to do that. Now, let me show you on Helium 10 when you usually do see average review count. Now, especially on Black Box, it's great because we want to find keywords, and let's just make it, the filters are very, very broad. At least a search of 1,000 times a month, price point, 25 to 60 bucks. And we want the average review count to be at most 400. Anything over 400 will be pretty dang competitive to compete with. So I advise you to do not go over 400. Now let's look in the toys and games category. Search. It's going to spit out so many different. Actually, sorry, take that back. I want to just do kitchen and dining. So we hit search, and we start looking at all of these different keywords that meet our criteria. Now, all of these things are really important to look at, but most importantly, we want to look at search volume, average revenue, and average review count. So as we start looking, okay, honestly, all of these keywords are kind of lame, to be completely honest with you. Home kitchen. Cool. Okay. So hat display case. Cool. Hat display case, 1,300 times a month are people searching for that. The average revenue is 9,700, and the average review count says to be 105 on here. Now, when I click and open the browser extension for this product, you remember it says the average review count was going to be 105. Let's wait for this to load. And you can't see my face. So I'm going to make this smaller, bring myself down here. Okay, while this is loading, honestly, why you need to get this correctly is sometimes, well, actually, here's the thing. If you ever launch a product and the review count is higher than you anticipated, you're going to get dumped on, and you're going to end up having a bunch of Amazon boxes and product in your garage because you couldn't sell any because it was way too competitive. And so, if you do not want that to happen, follow this advice, watch the whole video, and implement what I show you. All right. Cool. So, average review count says that it's 265. And that's not bad. It is more than we anticipated, but it's not bad. Now, is it more than what it said it was? Yeah, it is. But that's okay. So this would be a good product to get into. That means that I could launch this product and get to the top of page one for this keyword. All right, I could. It's not too competitive. Let me give you a different example, and I'm going to show you where you can't find average review count on this example and why that is. All right. So I have this keyword bold cozy right here. And I want to look at the numbers and see if it's a potential product. All right. Has great search volume. The average revenue is so good. My goodness. Look how much these guys are making on the top of page one for this. Now, it says that the average revenue is 1,800. All right. Now, if I just look at that and think, oh, I can do it, then, I might be missing out on something. And let me show you why. We need to filter out any products on this page that are not applicable to bold cozy. All right. So as I look through here, and let me bring in average review count closer. When I look at the top of page one, items 1 through 10, it shows that the average review count is 50, 34, 78. So you're like, why is the average so high? That means that there's a few outliers in here. That products that Amazon has categorized into the mix of these, but they're not really related to the keyword bold cozy. And let me show you. Let's just find one. Yeah, okay, this. For example, bowl cozy, this product is for putting bowls in this, blank or a towel thing, and you put it in the microwave, or you take it out of the microwave and you hold it and it doesn't hurt it doesn't burn your hands. This is not microwave related, all right? Like this is like a home decor item. So I would click that because I'm gonna take that out. Where else? All right. Portable electric space heater. Absolutely not. And that's probably enough to take out. And my average review count has dropped to 388. And this is a good indication that I can launch this product and I can rank to the top of page 10, or sorry, page one in products 1 through 10 and be able to sell units organically because the average review count is quite lower than what X-ray has said or what the data has told me. All right, that's huge. You got to do that. You got to filter and take out any outliers that aren't applicable. Now, where you don't see average review count is when you want to look up a product's keywords. So let's say I click this product and I want to find what keywords is this product ranking for? Like, where are they ranking for organically? I need to hack and see where those what those keywords are so that I can put them in my title and I can put them in my backend search terms. Where is it? Right here. So this is going to pull up Magnet and Cerebro. Sorry, this will pull up Cerebro, but Cerebro and Magnet, okay, this tool right here. If I want to find or similar keywords to bold cozy to put in my my listing, then I type in the keyword here and I get keywords. It spits out suggestions, but I can't find average review count for these keywords, which is kind of frustrating, kind of sucks. But how I would detect competition in place of average review count is number of competing products and CPR. CPR is just and I'll just read it. It says estimated number of units that need to be sold over 8 days resulting from a search for this keyword in order for the product to be ranked at the top of page one. Basically, what that's saying is, where's a good example? So for microwaves under 30, if I want to rank to the top page one for this keyword, I need to sell 8 units over 8 days organically to rank to the top page one. So basically, if every day for 8 days, someone clicks on my product, someone types in microwaves under 30, they see my product and they click it and they buy it, that'll help jump me up a rank. And if that happens every day for 8 days continually, then I'll be at the top page one for that. Sometimes these numbers I would say are very conservative, meaning I probably don't need to give away 8 products. I probably could just do it in like 2 or 3, honestly. That's been my experience at least. And then another way of saying of finding competitive or finding competition other than looking at average review count is number of competing products. Honestly, I wouldn't really go into products that are over like 2 or 3 thousand as far as like number of competing products. So if all my keywords for a product I was looking at was over 10,000 or 20,000, then I wouldn't do it. That frankly, like I'm just competing with so many products because there's some keywords out there that the average review count may be low because the product is new, but the number of competing products is like 20 or 50,000. That means that it is welcoming in so much dang competition that it's going to be hard for you to like find a spot on page one. If that makes sense. So that's the case with Magnet and Cerebro. Basically the same thing, where you're not going to find average review count on here. You're only going to be able to see these different metrics. So like to be able to like get an idea of competition, because remember, average review count is another way of saying how competitive. So to find how competitive these keywords are, look at CPR and number of competing products. All right. So to wrap up this video, like I said, the biggest and most important thing you need to do is when you open up the Chrome extension, you need to filter out outliers. You need to filter out products that don't have anything to do with that actual keyword. And that will give you a better representation of average review count. So that was an in-depth search or in-depth explanation of the average review count. If you have questions, feel free to comment below. Appreciate you watching this video if you've sticking around to the very end, and I will see you in the next one.